completely extreme. And as the party that has no idea the difference between a man and a woman, is the party that has open borders. It is the party of chaos at this point.
Adam, great point. And if you don't mind, I have to. It's when you take out God, okay? And let's be real. Charlie was his biggest thing was God and Jesus Christ, okay?
Oh my God, these guys. What type of God? Which Jesus Christ are they always talking about? The white Jesus? Or which Jesus Christ are they always talking about? The number one thing that the now RIP Charlie Kirk believed in or was talking about is God. Really? He was talking about Jesus Christ. Let us go back to one of the last things that Jesus Christ said when he was crucified. If they really are saying that the number one thing that Charlie Kirk was talking about is Jesus Christ, what did Jesus Christ say? He said, Father, forgive them. Them meaning who? The people who were crucifying him. He said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. That is Jesus being crucified and still asking God to forgive those who are crucifying him. And if you've listened to Charlie Kirk interviews, debate, he normally goes around and debate. And by the way, this guy, Charlie Kirk, do you even know that he dropped out of college and he picked what he knew was going to make him, because today social media is all about picking something that is going to be a little bit controversial and is going to get people talking about what you said, and that brings traffic to your platform and then you make money. He dropped out from college. He can speak well. He knows how to debate. And he knows how to belittle people. Jesus Christ, we all know that there's one time he went somewhere where people were about to stone a lady whom they said was a prostitute to death. And what did Jesus Christ say? Anybody who's never sinned should cast the first stone. But was Charlie Kirk preaching that same message? Charlie Kirk, I've watched one of the interviews where he's debating with this young boy, and he's telling this young boy that Palestine doesn't exist. That Palestine doesn't exist. Charlie Kirk said if he gets into a plane and there's a black pilot, automatically he assumed that that black pilot is not qualified. That he was given that seat just because of him being black. And that is because of DEI. Charlie Kirk insults black people. Yes, you might have your opinions about transgenders, about LGBTQ, QRS, WPYZ, whatever. But God said we should not judge people. If somebody wants to be gay, if somebody wants to be trans, that is their business. As long as they are not on your way, as long as they are not doing anything that infringe on your own right, on your liberty, what is your business in what they are? It's their life. Is it not freedom? Is it not freedom to be what you want to be? Yes, it's also freedom to debate. But sometimes the things you say and the way you say it to people, guess what is going to happen? It's going to make people angry. Because if you're debating with people, when people debate with him, they don't insult him. But Charlie Kirk always insults people. The way he debates people, he makes them feel so shit about themselves. But we've never seen anybody debate Charlie Kirk and make him feel shit. By the way, he's white anyway. And he's the privileged ones. He's the ones in his mind, the intelligent race. To him, if any white person has a job anywhere, you cannot question if they are qualified for that job or not just because they're white. That is why he will question a black pilot. You see a black pilot, automatically you question the black pilot. Is he qualified to be a pilot? To be a pilot, you have to actually go to school. You have to learn how to fly a plane. You have to pass an exam. You have to do practicals. You have to do hours and hours of what's it called, flight time with small planes before you can be able to fly passengers. And somebody will sit there like Vinny. Vinny looks so angry. He looks like a devil himself. Look the anger in his face. You will sit there and say, the number one thing that Charlie Kirk was preaching was Jesus and God. How do you preach Jesus and God when God said he is in every human being? God said, he created us in his likeness. He created us in his likeness. God never said, I'm creating a white man or I'm creating a black man. He created human beings. That's it, period. Full stop. He never said, I'm creating this one to be better than that one. He said, I'm creating human beings in my likeness. I am in you. I dwell in you. And if you think that Charlie Kirk, may he so rest in peace, it's a tragedy that somebody shot him. And the very last question that was asked to Charlie Kirk before he was shot was about gun violence and gun crimes. And what did he say? He only mentioned black on black, black on black. Because to him, it is a crime when it's only black on black. And guess what? Most of those crimes committed by black people on black people, it's always about gangs, maybe fighting for territories, selling their drugs. But when you see gun violence committed by white people, it's always mass shooting. It's always something that doesn't really benefit them. But if you look at most of those black on black gun crimes, are always these guys selling their drugs. It's like you are selling where you're not supposed to sell. I am killing you to get your goods. I am killing you to get your money. I am killing you to get your chains. But for white people, I just kill because I think like I woke up one day, I was stressed and I pick my gun and I go and I shoot a school. But Charlie Kirk would never say that. To him, every gun crime was black on black. But look at most of the mass shootings in America have been committed by white people. Even the same day that he was shot, there was a mass shooting on that same day. But he was somebody who said some people would die and it is fine, according to him. He said some people would die. I need to pull that exact word, what he said. He basically said that to him, it's okay for some people to die so they can still have that second amendment. They can still be able to own guns. That's what he said. So what you were saying came to be a reality. So why are people going mad? He said, yes, it's okay for some people to die so that they can keep that second amendment. So now it has happened to him. So what is the fuss? He said, yes, it's a reality. That is a reality. Why are people going mad? When people were shot, he had no empathy. He said empathy is a made up word. And now you guys want everybody to have empathy for somebody who had no empathy for others. Yes, it is sad because his kids are going to grow up without a father. He left behind his wife. I don't know if she espoused the same views like Charlie Kirk. You go around and you put yourself in these situations. They always say if you don't want something to happen to you, stop putting yourself in environment that can make those things happen to you. You go around the way you speak to these young kids. These young kids, these are crazy. These young kids, I don't know, they say the guy is 21 years old, but you go around the way you speak. I've watched this interview of Charlie Kirk debating this young guy. You could see the anger in this young guy's face because Charlie Kirk was telling him that he doesn't matter. because he comes from Palestine. Palestine doesn't exist. He's kind of was trying to tell the whole world that Israel should wipe Palestine because Palestine doesn't exist. They don't mean anything. If they die, that's fine. He never wanted any the United government to pass any laws that are going to take away guns from people. Even when one time he was debating this guy said, why can't we make a registry where everybody who owns a gun should register and actually also register the amount of guns they've got, the type of gun? He said no. When you don't regulate things like that, when you don't put your hand on things like that, when you don't control things like that, mass shootings will be happening all the time. Because you don't know the number of guns that are outside. You don't know the people that have these guns. Yes, people will die from other weapons, knives, hammers, accidents. But nobody gets up, jumps in his car to go. Yeah, some people do that. It happens rare, like all these people driving on the pavement, killing people. But it's different from guns. A car is not a weapon to kill people, but a gun is. What is the use of a gun? The use of a gun is to shoot. What is the use of a gun? What is the use of an AR, what's it called, AR-45 or whatever they call, AK-47, the same gun that the guy used the other day? What is the use of that gun? It's to shoot people from a distance. It's not even to shoot animals. It's to shoot and kill people from a distance. So when people have those guns, these kids who sometimes may get high, smoke, they will use those guns. And again, when you go around, you speak the way it's free speech, but the way you talk, you are creating this. It's like the guy was sacked from CNBC or whatever. He said, your speech sometimes creates what's it called? He said something, your speech creates anger, and anger causes action. I think that's what he said, and he was sacked. But on Fox News, Jesse Waters said, like, we are at war, we need to revenge, they are killing us, they are coming for us, we need to revenge, we can't take this anymore, it has to stop, and we know all what to do. What? Is that not the same thing? But he wasn't sacked. So when this guy sit here and say this, he look at the anger in his face. I suspect this guy. This guy one day, this man is going to be on the news, or he's going to kill people and kill himself. I am suspecting him.
There's no in the middle, guys. There's no more, I'm kind of on the fence, Jesus. No, either you're here and you believe in God and you believe Jesus Christ, or you're over here. There's no in between, okay? And that's the freaking war that we're in right now. This is the battle that we're talking about. And you named it, Adam. And yesterday, how many people did me and you talk to?
Can I ask this question? Has this guy got any children? Is he married? Has he got a girlfriend? Has he got a wife? Because the anger in his face, I'll be scared if I'm his friend. The anger in his face. I've said this today. I suspect this guy one day he's going to be on the news for having committed a crime which is worse than that of Charlie Kirk. Because the anger. Charlie Kirk was kind of soft. You see, he was kind of soft the way he debated people. He was calm, he was soft, but the words that were coming out of his mouth were vile. But this man, Vinny.
When I'm talking to people, and some of them were kind of leaning, middle, little left, and I'm like, tell me what that side stands for. Okay, just please give me something that if you were running on.
What is the difference of saying, tell me what that side stands for, and they always saying, they are against us. They are against us. Same like that side, and you guys say they, and the other people say that side. So who are they? Because every time you listen to them, they always saying they are against us. Who are they?
Because from what I see it, the majority is they're pro-abortion, they're celebrating assassination. Okay, if you're a kid, they will happily give hormones and
Listen, they are celebrating assassination. Do you all remember when somebody break into the house of Nancy Pelosi and with a hammer and tried to kill the husband? Do you all know what happened? Do you all know what Trump and the family said about that? They were celebrating. I think, was it Trump's, what's his name? Don Jr. actually had his Halloween costume. It was a hammer and a pair of boxers. What is that? Was that not celebration? So now they want people to be quiet and
to
cry.
mess up with their freaking bodies, to make money. They're pro-open border. They're weaponized the Department of Justice. They don't give I don't give me something. Please give me something that these people are about. And once you take out God,
Why is he so angry? Why do you keep calling God's name? It says if you call God's name in vain, he's going to strike. I think that's why he's always angry. Because God is punishing him. Every time you call God's name, he makes you angrier and angrier. Look at his face. That's not the face of a happy man. That's not the face of a man who is at peace with himself. That's the face of a man who is struggling. Demons. He's got demons in him. That's not the face of a man who is happy.
Fighting for this whole time to take out God, and then when somebody gets
To
murdered,
take out God. Take out God from where? How do you even take out God? How do you take out God? God is the Almighty. God is the Alpha and the Omega. Everything starts with him and ends with him. So how do you take out God? How do you take out God? Bullshit.
celebrating it. So which party is that? Which side? Which side? If the devil came right now and had to pick a Republican or Democrat,
I am seeing the devil. Oh, what did he say?
They don't have
it's
an
not even
anchor.
close.
They don't have
He just asked that if the devil comes now, right now on, and he's got the choice to pick a Republican or a Democrat, who is he going to pick? Your main guy is there. Donald J. Trump. He's the president of the United States. How many wives has he cheated on? How many times has he gotten married? How many kids has he got from different marriages? How many women has he assaulted? How many people has he duped? By the way, he's right because Donald Trump, first and foremost, was a Democrat. So on that one, Vinny, you're right. Donald Trump is not a Republican, he's a Democrat. So you are right on that one. And also, what is going on with the Epstein file? Why are all the Republicans not wanting the release of the Epstein file? You yourself say you want people to be held accountable for their action, for raping children. Who are those hiding the files? The Republicans. So if you're really a champion for children, by the way, when people say I'm a champion, has he got any kids? Because if you haven't got any kids, then which children are you championing? If you haven't got any kids of your own, which children are you championing? Which children are you looking out for? Why are you always so angry? Why do you keep talking about God and Jesus, but your face doesn't even look like somebody who has God or Jesus in him? Why? Anyway, people, let me know what you think. Vinny, has he got children? Is he married? Has he got a partner? What do you think? Why is he always angry? Let me know what you think. Social media is for everybody. We come, we sit, we watch, we react. We say what we think. That's my opinion. That's my viewpoint. That's what I see. That's what I hear. My eyes see, my eyes hear. My brain try to reason with what I saw and what I heard, and then I say what I think. It might not be correct. It might be correct, but let me know what you think. And by the way, guys, please, you need to subscribe to my channel too. I need to get this thing to 100,000 subs. YouTube doesn't want to do the right thing, so I need to keep pushing. Let's keep talking. Charlie Kirk, may your soul rest in peace. You said it yourself. A few people will be sacrificed for people to own guns. So you are now a number in the few. What you said happened to you. Nobody's celebrating that, but you said it yourself. See you guys. Let's go. And by the way, we need to know the motive of the guy who shot Charlie Kirk. We know his name is Tyler Robinson. We need to know his motives. Did he vote last year? We also need to know if he was a Republican, if he is a Republican, if he is a Democrat, and is he trans? Is he a he? Is he a she? We need to know all those details before we start to draw conclusion, because people thought he was a Democrat, but from the look of things, he might not be. I don't know. He might be. We keep watching and we'll keep reacting. I'm out.